What's up, gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. So in this one, we're going to cover a situation that has been going viral in the last few days, which is the situation of Aakash Singh. So for guys that don't know him, he is a comedian, apparently, very successful guy, uh, doing very well also financially because he can afford very nice presents for his wife as well. But yeah, he got into a situation because there was a while ago that he went on a podcast with Myron Gaines, and he was basically arguing against red pill points. And there's many guys like this, because in our culture, men have been led to believe, women are wonderful at all times. Women can do no harm. And not to say that women are bad or women are evil or anything like that, but yeah, nowadays you cannot be going about dating like totally naive. That's just the reality, and especially when it comes to marriage. And especially because in his case, he was arguing that he has it all together with his marriage and with his relationship, and that she was a virgin apparently when they got married. And turns out right now that Myron has been digging around, like what's been going on, like is she really a virgin? Who is this woman even? And turns out that she is. Yes, she's been trying to become an influencer, and she is flaunting around on the internet that she used to have a roster of guys when she was in college. And this video, I don't make it to make fun of him or to even shame women in general. I only make this video for you guys to learn from the observations that I have made from his specific situation and what I've seen from him. Because from what I've seen, this is just a gold mine of lessons that men can learn from nowadays. And the first lesson in this one is that staying a virgin till marriage as a man is an extremely dumb idea in 2025. And I know that especially religious guys will say, well, that's bad, that is degeneracy, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is that nowadays, when you're going into a relationship or you're getting married with someone, you just cannot be going into a marriage or a relationship without any experience in dating or with women whatsoever. Because you can see in the case of Aakash that he went into a marriage without dating properly or having any experience whatsoever. And he went into this marriage without even knowing what a healthy dynamic in a relationship actually is. And the truth is that if you are going to wait till marriage to sleep with someone, then naturally you're going to put her on a pedestal. Because for you, she will be your only source of intimacy whatsoever. And I know that back in the day, this sounded very noble. Like, yeah, let's all wait till marriage before we're going to sleep with each other and all of that. That was very noble and it was very practical in the past because everyone was doing it. But nowadays, if you do this as a guy, it's just a recipe for disaster. And it's also because if you have no reference point or anything to compare it to, then how can you know that this is even a good choice for you? And that's why men that wait till marriage most often make the worst choice in their relationship and their marriage later on. So that's why I always advise guys, get experience first and then later on start thinking about getting married. Because you cannot get into marriage nowadays without getting experience first. You will just not be equipped for it. And that brings me to the second point, which is that if you are going to pedestalize women, then you will allow disrespect. Because you can see in her videos that she just walks all over him and he just does nothing about it. She is just outright mocking him, interrupting him, and constantly talking down on him. And the reason that he allows this is because he puts her on a pedestal. And that's also why I tell guys, money is not going to save you. Because if your mindset is still like, she is the prize and I need to do a good job and prove that I'm worthy of her, then it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. And you can see this is another case. Because the only thing that you can do as a man when a woman puts up with this kind of behavior is just to walk away and just say, okay, goodbye. But he's not doing it because he feels that she is the prize and he is the one that needs to prove to her that he is worthy of her. And that's another reason why it's essential that you have experience in dating and that you have the ability to walk away. Because without it, it's impossible for her to respect you. And that brings me to the third point, which is that men need to stop their obsession with virginity. Because so many men think that if they just marry a virgin, that they will have no problems in their marriage whatsoever, or in their relationship for that matter. And often it doesn't have something to do with that she is a virgin, but many guys are just very insecure and cannot handle the idea that she slept with another guy. And the truth is that nowadays women have so many options. It's just very hard nowadays for them to stay a virgin. And even if you marry a virgin, there's not a get out of jail free card for not learning how to date, not learning social dynamics, not learning game, All of that, like, you still have to do it, even if you marry a virgin. And that brings me to the fourth point, which is that you should never ask about her body count under any circumstance. And that's closely linked to the last point, because many guys think, well, I want a virgin, so let me ask her if she is a virgin, and then she's going to tell me the truth, and then I'm going to find out if she is really relationship material or even marriage worthy. And this idea is so unbelievably dumb, because to these men it does not occur to them that women might lie maybe about this. Because Aakash believed that she was a virgin till marriage because he asked her or the topic came up at some point, and he thought, well, let's ask her, because why not? But now later on she admits that she had a roster of guys in college. And the truth is that if you're going to ask for her body count or the topic comes up, you always want to avoid it, because women are never going to give you the real number. And in most cases, if they like you a little bit, they will just come up with a number just to please you. And then when she tells you, well, I am a virgin, and you're going to fall in love with her, then you're going to fall in love with a facade of what she is, not for the real person that she is. And that brings me to the fifth point, which is that leading with money never leads to desire. Because you could see that he bought her an expensive ring and clothes and jewelry and gifts and all of that. And what did it all do for him? It only made her respect him less. And that's why nowadays still so many men think, well, I need to provide for her in order for her to love me. And it's just not how it works nowadays. Because desire and that feeling that she really wants to sleep with you, you create it with something different. You create it by understanding polarity between the sexes. And you create it by learning how to build tension with her and how to lead her properly. But you can see in his case that he is really leading with his wallet, but he is not building attraction just with his personality and his way of communicating with women overall. And that brings me to the sixth point, which is that you can never build an identity around your perfect relationship. And many guys are going to hate me for saying this, but so many men at some point in their lives will start doing this, because they will say, just like Aakash, well, my relationship is great, my marriage is great, and yeah, I know how all of this works. While in reality, they just don't. And then you can point towards others and calling them misogynists or saying that they hate women or anything like that. But yeah, if your relationship then afterwards fails, then your whole identity just collapses. And that's why you never want to build a reputation or an identity on the fact that you have this perfect relationship, because nothing is guaranteed in this world. And even if you're in a relationship that is great and you adore the woman that you're with, you can just say, well, it works and it works right now. I have no guarantee that it's going to work next year, tomorrow, in 10 years, because there's never any guarantee. She can change, I can change, preferences can change, all kinds of stuff can change, yeah? And then what are you left with at the end of the day? And that brings me to the seventh lesson, which is that marriage is a terrible deal for men in 2025. And in the case of Aakash, he does not find it out today, but it might be next year, next month, whenever the case may be. Most marriages end in divorce anyway, so he is going to find it out very soon, and it's going to cost him a lot of money. And it's not even necessarily about the money, because you will also go through a lot of emotional turmoil that no person in their right mind would sign up for. And I'm still looking for any reason why marriage is a good deal for men nowadays. And I'm trying to look for it, but I just cannot find it. And the truth is that nowadays you can have a relationship with a woman, you can adore her, you can even have kids with her without getting married with her. You can even do that without even living with her. And that's why, to me, honestly, it's mind-boggling why our society lets men get married at a very young age before they're even allowed to order a drink at a bar, while marriage is way more dangerous than alcohol will ever be to men overall. And it has nothing to do with being bitter, it has all to do with that you can have all the benefits of a relationship and dating a woman that you adore without signing any legal papers with her. So that's it, guys. So if you want my help in your dating life in the next few months so that you can get the results that you want in your dating life, then feel free to book a call with me with the link in the bio. And that's it, guys. Peace.